Hey, tech explorers, welcome to Future Byte, where we decode the future of tech, one byte at a time. Today, we're diving deep into Apple's M series chips, the silicon powerhouses that turned Macs into efficiency monsters and performance beasts. From the game changing M1 to the jaw dropping M4, and even whispers of an M5, we're unpacking it all: the tech, the evolution, and why it matters. If you're a Mac fan, a tech geek, or just curious, hit that subscribe button and let's jump in. So, what's the deal with the M series? Back in November 2020, Apple dropped the M1, kicking off its shift from Intel to Apple Silicon. These chips are built on ARM architecture. Think iPhone tech, but supercharged for Macs. Why the switch? Control. Apple wanted tighter integration between hardware and software, plus insane performance without draining your battery. The M1 was crafted on a 5 nanometer process with 16 billion transistors, tiny but mighty. It's a system on chip or SoC packing a CPU, GPU, and neural engine into one package. Unlike traditional PCs with separate memory for everything, the M series uses Unified Memory Architecture, UMA for short. Picture this: 70 gigabit of bandwidth in the M1, scaling to 800 gigabit in the M1 Ultra. That's data flying faster than a SpaceX rocket. Oh, and ARM's efficiency. It's why your MacBook Air can run all day without a fan. Let's break down the M series family tree. It's wild how far they've come. First up, the M1 in 2020, 8 CPU cores, 8 GPU cores, and a promise of 3.5x faster CPU performance than Intel Macs. It delivered. Then in 2021, the M1 Pro and Max arrived for pros. M1 Max hit 32 GPU cores and 400 gigabit bandwidth. The M1 Ultra in 2022, two Max chips fused together, 20 CPU cores, 64 GPU cores, 128 gigs of RAM. It's a workstation titan. The M2 in 2022 bumped things up: 20 billion transistors, a 10-core GPU, 18% faster CPU. Variants like the M2 Ultra scaled to 76 GPU cores. Then the M3 in 2023 went 3 nanometer, 25 billion transistors, ray tracing on the GPU, and a 16-core CPU in the Max version. Now the M4 in 2024, launched with the iPad Pro and later Max, it's got 28 billion transistors, a 10-core CPU tuned for efficiency, and a neural engine pumping 38 trillion operations per second. That's AI on steroids. And the M5, ex post hint it's coming late 2025 with TSMC's next-gen 3 nanometer tech. Stay tuned here at Future Byte for that scoop. What makes these chips tick? First, the hybrid CPU, high-performance cores for heavy lifting, efficiency cores for sipping power. The M3 Max rocks 12 plus 4 cores, think sports car meets Prius. Then there's UMA. Everything shares one memory pool. The M4's 120 gigabits per second bandwidth isn't the highest, but it's optimized to the max. The GPU, M3 introduced dynamic caching, memory adjusts on the fly, and ray tracing for console-like graphics. Gaming on a MacBook? Yep, it's real now. And the neural engine, 11 tops in M1, 38 tops in M4. That's machine learning muscle for real-time video edits or voice commands. The M1 Ultra's Ultra Fusion tech even links two chips at 2.5 terabytes per second, like a silicon highway. Apple's basically flexing here. How fast are they? The M1's Geekbench single-core score hit 1700, faster than Intel's Core i5, using a third of the power. The M1 Max cranks Cinebench to 12,400, rivaling AMD's Ryzen 9 5900X with half the wattage. The M3 Max? 21,000 multi-core, closing in on Intel's i9 13900K, but at 50 watt versus 125 watts. The M4 and the iPad Pro smokes the M3 by 20% in CPU tasks, and its GPU rivals an NVIDIA RTX 3060 in some tests. Battery life? MacBook Air M1 hit 18 hours. M4 MacBook Pro pushes past 22. This is efficiency meeting raw power, perfect for creators and coders watching Future Byte. But it's not all smooth sailing. In 2024, researchers found GoFetch, a hardware flaw in M1 and M2 chips that leaks cryptographic keys. It's unpatchable without a redesign, though Apple says it's low risk. Then in 2025, slap and flop attacks hit, speculative execution bugs like Spectre. M3 and M4 have mitigations, but it's a reminder: no chip's invincible. Early on, software was a hurdle too. Rosetta 2 emulated Intel apps, but some Pro Tools lagged until 2023. Still, Apple's ironed out most kinks. Typical Future Byte level innovation. Why care? The M series isn't just about faster Macs, it's Apple rewriting the rules. They ditched Intel's roadmap, built their own, and now Macs dominate efficiency. 80% of a Ryzen 9 7950X's power at 40% the juice. Mac sales jumped 20% in 2023 per IDC, stealing the spotlight from Windows PCs. Looking ahead, the M5 could hit in 2025 with even more AI oomph, maybe for Vision Pro or a smarter Siri. Competitors like Qualcomm's Snapdragon X Elite are chasing, but Apple's software edge is tough to beat. The future's silicon, and Future Byte will be here for it. That's the M series story so far. What's your take? Are you Team M4 or waiting for M5? Drop a comment below. I read them all. If you loved this deep dive, smash that like button, share it with your tech crew, and subscribe to Future Byte for more cutting edge breakdowns. Hit the bell so you don't miss our next upload. Until then, keep exploring the future. See you in the next bite.